नहीं दिख रहा है। हाँ। ओके। वैभव सर अब दिखा रहे हैं। नाउ वी आर लाइव। ओके, वी आर लाइव। ओके वैभव सर, so let's jump to the first game. One second, let me just open the game here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the audience following the stream. Sorry for the apologies for the delay. We had some technical issues going on. Okay, so Weber sir, we are jumping into the advanced beginner arena. All right, and here is the first game that we have on the screen. So it's Lavit Saha versus Shivang Saha. Okay, but White seems to be 500 points higher rated than Black, but Black seems to be in from the opening. It's kind of an equal position. Also, we are just okay. So this is an arena format. Okay, Webo sir, would you like to expand about what is the difference between an arena format and a Swiss format in the chess world? And in arena, we have seen okay. So White just wins a piece here, and Shivang Saha seems to be in the hold here. He's on the fifth rank as per the standings now, but the standings will change very quickly as we'll see going ahead. And okay, so a lot of kids, what they do in the arena format I've seen is they just resign very quickly if they're losing. So here, what do you think? Is it a good idea for Black to resign, just go to jump to the next round? Sure, Saha seems to be in the okay. White seems to have a very strong hold of the center. What do you think White should play right now? Okay, all right. So let's jump to another division. Okay, to the audience who are following us, we have three separate divisions or three separate levels going on. This is the advanced beginner level. Okay, advanced beginner is level two. Then there is beginner level, which is the level one, and then there is the intermediate level. Okay, so this game for the advanced beginner, it seems like Shavang Shah would be winning. Let's quickly jump to I1. All right. So this is the game from I1. I1 is intermediate 1 or intermediate 2. These are really strong players. Okay. So, and some of Weber's students are also in this level, most of them. And here, okay. What do you think about this position, sir? Okay. What do you think? Like the threat which I can clearly imagine is Queen E4 and trying to attack the knight as well as going for a Queen H7 kind of a checkmate. Okay. All right. Bishop C4. Yes, it seems to be a slight inaccurate move. Okay. So now, so what do you think? Should black like ever in the future in the next couple of moves capture the pawn here? All right. Okay, okay. So let's see the standings, what is going on here. Okay, Mahita Anand has already won 3 games, and Mahita Anand is only 1100. Let's see what is happening. Okay, Mahita Anand already won 3 games. So let's see. So the strategy, as mentioned, they have to play very fast so that they get more score more points on the board. So here, this position looks fairly equal. White is a pawn up, but black has some activity going on. Yes, so black is planning to attack here on the G2 square. Uh, okay, so Mahita Anand is on the first rank, but Liana and Matthew is trying to. Okay, that's a bad move, I guess. If that's a free, yeah, free piece. Again, another piece gone. Okay. So, Mahita's Anand's strategy, all right, it works sometimes in the arena format, but sometimes it backfires. Playing quickly, you see, right now, the player just lost 2 pieces. So, let's see, does that hamper? So, if Mahita is going to lose, okay, Mahita Anand has still 6 points. Okay, all right. So let's go to the beginner section. We haven't checked out the beginner section. 1 second. Let's just check the beginner section now. Okay, all right. So we are in the beginner section right now. 1 second. All right. So this is the game between in the beginner section. This is the game between Ishant K versus Mojo 19. Okay, so all right. In the beginner section, these are very common ideas. The opponent brings its only move 5, and you can see white has already got the queen out. The black king, okay, this is not a good idea, kids. The black king shouldn't be running towards the center. Okay. Also, Mojo 19 is 1000 rated. So, okay, maybe he wants to free up the queen to bring it to the defense and then come back with the king. No, but he goes out with the knight, trying to push away the king. Queen. This is Weber, sir. What are your thoughts about this game? But I guess right now he's attacking the queen, and he's kind of, yeah, and kind of he's going again to the king safety. Earlier, by king d6, I thought the idea was to go with the king out, but go with the queen out to add to the defense, but that hasn't happened. But I guess if black is able to survive, the king is able to survive, then black might win this game because if we already see, okay, this is again getting complicated. All right, white does another sacrifice for getting an attack. Rishant seems to be like a very attacking style of a player, and here, okay, okay, now the rook will join the attack. Okay. But I guess Mojo 19 will be able to hold this one because like now bishop d6, king goes to g8. So black rook can also come out on e8. So the black king is kind of running to safety. White does not have a white bishop. Black can bring the white bishop to the defense. So maybe white will survive. Okay, let's see in the beginner arena. Okay, there are so many people on 6 points. Okay, we saw in the other arenas there were not many people on the 6 point. Also, Rishant was on 6 points, whose match was going on against Mojo 19. Mojo 19 was on 4th point, so the standings will change. Okay, let's see the top player, Advaj's ongoing game. Okay, 1 second. All right, Advaj versus Mario AL6. And what do you think about this one? The point is, white looks, but white has only 1.5 minutes on the clock. Also, there are some back rank threats. Currently, the back rank checkmate is defended by the bishop, but okay, white has a checkmate threat of his own. So, but here, yeah, but here white can quickly play anything. Okay, anything is winning. Just go back, capture with the knight. Yeah, but he's not playing anything. He took like more than a minute on this move, around 30 seconds since we lost. Okay, that's a rook blunder. Not a blunder, but then black will win the knight here. But sometimes in, yeah, see, bishop f1. Yes, yes, let's see if this beautiful checkmate happens. Okay, but he goes again, knight to e6. He wants him to capture, yeah. He was waiting for this checkmate. Black captured, and rook f8 is a checkmate. All right, so let's switch to the, let's see what the arena is saying right now. What's the standing are? So the standings are Advej with winning this game will add one more point to his rank. So, beginners arena is heating up. You can see 8 players around 6 points. Okay, so let's switch to the advanced beginner arena. Right. One second. One second. Let me just get the link for the advanced beginner arena. Let's switch to that game. All right. So in the advanced beginner arena, I hope the audience is able to see the advanced beginner arena. One second. All right. The audiences in the chat can let us know if everyone is audible right now. I guess we have fixed the settings. Okay. Coming back here. Yeah. So let's see.
I
Okay,
guess
sir.
black is playing actively. He's trying to target the single pawn. I think black should castle in this position and maybe black would be somewhat better. So black is doing good, I think, in this position. I think Pranav has a better chance, but we never know in chess. That's the beauty of the game that you're not aware what is going to happen. Even if you are completely winning, still the game is not over. There is a very famous quote, we all must be knowing it. Like we all hear it that winning a winning position is very difficult. So when you're in a winning position, it's really difficult to find the best moves. We get excited, sometimes we get nervous. So you have to be like careful in winning positions and like convert it. That's very important.
Yes. Conversion is the key here. And Pranav seems to be good in this position. White king hasn't castled, so it seems
Black
a
has
little
queen
dangerous at the moment. Black has?
queen to d5, I guess. Queen captures on d5, and I think black would be slightly better after that. Stopping queen. Okay, black went for a more aggressive option, knight c2. But I guess black has done that. I don't see anything happening.
Yeah, knight c2. I thought he thought that he might have some discovered attack, but there's nothing much happening here. Like even if he captures, then queen captures back.
Actually, I guess black has missed here that if knight g3, there is queen a4 in between move. So he's
Knight
thinking of
g3,
knight
queen a4 check.
the
Okay,
game for white.
that's what. Yeah, see, I told you now this is what happened. This is how the
Wow.
advanced beginner kids think. Maybe intermediate kid might have gone ng3 and then queen a4 check. Or maybe he realized that ng3 might have not been that good, so he went captured. Now probably he needs to defend the knight again. Okay, he gives a check first, making sure that the king
Sometimes
remains in the center and
very
does not
nice that
castle.
even in advanced beginner level, kid is still able to think this deep. So
Yeah,
that's really a positive sign. So if you are able to
So
think
shout
and develop critical thinking, it's really good. I think
yes,
the things
shout out to
future.
Pranav and Rohan's coaches for developing that thinking. Sir, is there your student?
No, sir,
No,
I
no. Okay, all
have
right.
not.
If Rohan's or Pranav's coaches are in the chat, let us know in the comment section. How is it going? What are the training exercises that they are doing with the kids? Uh, all right, so let's move on to the standings here. Okay, so this will change the standing a lot. Okay, it has already changed. They were on fifth and sixth. Pranav has gone to ninth right now. It depends upon totally upon how fast you are finishing the game. Let's jump to Atharva's game. He's the leader right now. Okay, all right. So Atharva versus Gamer V 2009. Okay, let's see. Opening has happened. D4, D5, a pretty standard opening.
A general advice to all the kids and viewers would be like, if you are playing d4 from the start, I think you should still learn about e4. So because if you are playing on e4, you'll have more ideas to implement in the d4
Yes.
lines also. So for
So,
all kids and
I'll tell my interesting theory about openings. So the thing is, Weber sir, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
ice cream flavor,
Yeah,
it's black currant.
blackcurrant. Okay, so like a random option. Okay, mine is maybe a bubble gum or a guava chili. All right. In the chat, someone's favorite ice cream flavor might be vanilla, someone might be chocolate. Okay, so I imagine openings to be like different ice cream flavors. Okay, the thing is, you got to try or taste each every flavors, right? Like, so you got to play E4, D4, B3, G3. I encourage my kids to play all kind of different openings. Unless and until they don't play that different opening, they won't know what kind of position comes on their board and how to deal with it. So if you haven't tried different kind of openings, how will you figure out which is your favorite flavor from the ice cream? But the key is all the ice creams have some ingredients which are same. That is the milk, sugar, flavor syrup. All these things are same. So the principles are same for the opening fundamentals that you have to try to control the center, you have to develop the pieces, you have to castle early. So that is my view. What do you think about that analogy about the
Excellent
openings?
point. A really nice point because kids, when they start playing various openings, they don't understand that each and every opening have the same opening principles. So that is where they go wrong. Even when I do classes, sometimes kid asks, "What should we do?" So the answer is just follow the principles, and automatically you are going to get the right in the position. So if you are following the middle game principles, opening principles, then basically every position in chess, the principles work. So if you're following the principles, I think you will be able to navigate the correct moves. So, and basically in E4, actually why E4 is little bit standard, because with E4 actually it's easier to follow those principles. When you are playing D4, the development is a little bit slow. So we might get tricked into some different positions and we might just disobey the principles. But when you play E4, it becomes easier. So playing E4 will also help you in other openings. So like trying different things is actually the best way to go forward.
Yes. So, parents watching in the chat, two of the coaches of the academy agrees that kids need to try random openings, different openings, not random openings. All right. Okay. White is actually piece up right now.
Even to the viewers, sir, I think there is a format called Chess 960. I think that is also good to develop middle game skills. I think for all the parents and viewers, if kids are playing Chess 960, I think they should be allowed to play. They should be allowed to do those things because it helps their skill development thing.
Okay,
So
viewers, stay tuned. We soon have a video coming up related to Chess 960, as you mentioned. Chess 960 or Fisher Random Chess, where there are 960 different positions that happens like that the opponents or the players get on the first rank. That is, the pieces are jumbled up, and some of the rules, opening rules, get thrown out, but some of the specific openings get thrown out, but the principles are around the same. That you have to develop the pieces, again, controlling the center. Those small things are same there. And Fisher Random was invented by Bobby Fischer. Bobby Fischer is one of the most famous US world champions. Okay. So Atharva is going all out attack. He gives up the rook. Uh, okay.
These are the main points. So like black has castled and black is obviously attacking the white king. And since white hasn't castled and completed his development, I think he is in a difficult position. So these are the things like you have to follow the principles. So once you follow the principles, you can avoid this kind of position. So here,
Uh,
I guess
but here
quickly winning.
knight d2, knight d2.
Sir, I think black can just play slow chess like knight d2. He can go knight to d4, and then slowly he can get his seed bishop in the game. So it would be winning, I guess. I guess knight d4 is completely
Okay,
crushing. I think no,
he
this is wrong. This is wrong because
no,
now the
but he
okay
wins
queen
the rook here. Yeah,
he went for the rook. So this is also maybe knight d4 was much better. He can do bishop d2 anytime he wants.
yeah.
So this is
Now I
also
guess he
winning.
might go knight d4. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, and Atharva is leading with this. He'll jump on to the lead. Also, I guess, guys, there is no streaks here, so everyone gets 2 points for the game. Uh, all right. And okay, so let's jump to another section. Let's go to the I1 or the I2 section. Let me just bring it on the screen. 1 second. Okay, so we are in the I1 section. There are already, okay. So this is what Jal Rishi is doing. Jalarshi is doing. She has played many games and reached the 8 point mark. Okay, let's see the top game. It's going between player number rank 1 and 2. Okay, so it's vital for the standings. There are more 24 minutes to go in the round. Okay, so the kids are playing really fast. The time control is 7 minutes plus 5 seconds. You have more time than what they started with, 7 minutes 27 seconds, but only the opening has taken place. 9 moves have taken place till now. What are your thoughts about playing very quickly in the opening, having more time? Uh, should the kids have more time than what they started with?
I think the
Or
most important thing is opening slow because it's not important that you get more time. It's important that you get a good position. If you have 10 minutes and you're down by your queen, the game is already lost. So
yes,
you
that
should
is
make 2 minutes on the clock. You should have a good position so that you can play it, like in good positions. You can play easily. Like now,
okay.
black is very comfortable here in this position. He can play easily in this position. So
Okay, but capturing with the d5 pawn, was that correct? Or should he have captured with the knight or the bishop?
maybe I think, sir, 94 was much better, moving the piece to the center as we all do. But I think even pawn e4 has its own advantages, like 95. Yeah, maybe black should castle. Black should not care about the pawn, I think. Maybe black can complete his development with castle and then maybe, okay, black is taking some chances here, I guess.
Yes,
But
black
I
is
think,
playing some risky. So it's about Dharanish is on rank 2 and Sarvanan is on rank 1. So he
I
wants to
think so
win
black
at it.
is winning after e1. Yeah, I think white miscalculated. Black is up by a
Miscalculated,
piece.
yes. And now I guess they will resign and go to jump to the next game or okay, but
I think so
white
after this,
should
the standing might change because Shravan is leading. So if he loses, I think the
yes,
standing will be.
yes. Dharanish will come on the top rank. But still the game is still going on. Yes, risky chess, as we say. Black was taking the chances and his chances has paid off. Now black has nothing to worry about.
Yeah, black is playing really fine chess. I think this is brilliant chess from black. Just developing his pieces, getting his king to the middle of the board in end game. All the moves that black played were really awesome.
Also,
This is,
Sravan,
I think,
I
answer
guess
my
should
for
have
the
taken some time there to calculate at that key moment when he went knight c6, captured, and he forgot to calculate about the rook f8 on move here. So this is the key. Kids, be patient. Patience is the key here. This moment he had to take a little bit of time. White had to take a little bit of time to think here, or maybe at NE4, both of them played white resigned. Okay. So these are the strategies. Like what they do is they just go and jump to the game very quickly. So this is the first loss for Shravan. He was leading throughout. Okay. Taharanish lost the first match, but he hasn't lost a match after that. So maybe he might have joined late because he's really strong, 1957. There are other players who are 2000 rated, they haven't lost a single match, okay, but they are a little bit behind, okay. Let's look at, so now number one is chess player versus
And sir,
Mark
in
Chess.
arena tournament, there is one more point also. Like if these kids go to 10 points, they will be the champion of the tournament. If you have lost a round, like if you take more number of rounds to get the same point, then the tiebreaker would be in the favor of the player who has taken less rounds to get to the same point. So
Okay,
that is the
so
thing that happens in arena tournament. So for all the viewers, if they don't know, in arena tournament, if someone has played 7 rounds and got 5 wins, and someone has played 5 rounds and got 5 wins, the one with 5 rounds getting 5 wins will be the champion.
okay, excellent. That's a good point to be noted. Even I wasn't aware about this one. But if that player has played 10 and won 6 and this player has played only 5 and won 5, so then the player who has won 6 matches goes ahead, right? So
Yeah.
that's why the kids play like this. They play a little fast, they just resign. So we saw that in the Shravan and Danish game. That they resigned quickly and went to the next match because both of them are leading towards the arena. And going forward, let's see. This looks like an interesting game. Uh, what do you think? Is the Black King safe here?
Yeah, I think Sir Black is maybe doing good. Black is doing fine here, I guess. White attack is stopped. The queen on b7 is defending rook c8, rook c7 ideas. The knight on e4 cannot go to d6. I think the only option for them is knight c5. But again, if they go knight c5, the rook and queen are blocked. So I think it's not that easy for white to convert the advantage. And even black has the queen g2 idea. If knight c5, there was queen g2. So he played f3 to stop it, I guess.
Yes. Queen G2, Rook was
I think
supporting some.
black would be slightly better in this position. Black has an extra pawn in open position. Bishop is more powerful, and white f1 rook is still out of the game. So I think black is slightly better, maybe.
Okay, and where is this knight going? That was the question. Okay, he plans to attack the rook now.
Yeah, excellent move. Queen
Queen.
a brilliant idea. I guess here black can go rook to d2. Not pretty sure, but I think rook d2. Yeah,
Yes, rook d2, but then exchange of the queens.
and this will help black. Like exchanging queens will obviously help black because the endgame would be better for him. So I think that's a good point that black did.
White does not have any other option than exchanging queens. So
I think it's
probably,
forced because okay, white is a beautiful idea here, but I guess white has king b7 coming. Yeah, black has king b7 coming up, and I think
yeah.
he will be able to save
Okay.
the thing.
For the
But
kids
black needs
watching
to
in
find it
this,
out.
for the kids watching in the chat, why Black King cannot capture here? Because this idea is known as deflection. You are deflecting the king to capture the rook, but then in return you get the queen here on the a7 square. Now rook c7 cannot come. White would have loved to continue and get a draw somewhere, but then the bishop is coming back and defending that key c7 square. So White found a good idea. Okay, so exchanged. King captures now. All right. And I guess
Here,
then
white should
Black is
go rook
sealing
c1.
this match. Chess player KSA showing 2000 why he's 2000 rated.
Yeah, Rook C1. Nice idea. White is still fighting on here. I think this is what every kid should learn. Like to all the viewers, keep fighting it out. Don't give up. So you still have the chance to win. If you fight, you still have a chance. So keep going. So
But this is
yeah,
pinned.
but
Then there are some pressures on the G2 square. Uh,
I think black has to play H5, H4 at some point.
H5, H4. Yes. Also now there are some threats of Rook B6. Okay. He checks and defends the B6 square.
But
But
now the
white is still
C7.
fighting on. White is creating some threats. B6, C7.
Yeah,
White is making black think, not giving up so easily.
this is a really good example to all the viewers. Like keep fighting it out. So when you don't give up, you create the like opponent can go wrong at some point. When you don't give up and you just keep on making it difficult for them to win in winning position, that's where the opponent can get frustrated and he can go wrong. So
Also,
this
we
is
have
this is what
observed
White is
like
trying to do.
as we were discussing in the beginning, conversion is the most difficult skill in chess. Like you have a winning position, okay. From losing position, in fact, defending, I guess, is much easier because you don't care much. Like emotionally or psychologically, you are not caring much. You're just trying to find the best moves. You play move by move. But while you want to convert, you are thinking too many things. How do I win a piece? How do I checkmate? What do I do? Do I play quickly? There are many factors going on in the head, and maybe that leads to maybe if one mistake and then the game is turned around and then it's difficult to come back. So, okay. But now this is winning. King goes to
Actually, a chess player should not only focus on the game. There are a lot of other things like he should focus on physical fitness, then working on meditation, keeping the mind fresh, working on psychological factors. So there are a lot of things that come affect. So like parents should be like aware of these things when they get their kid to play tournaments. They should be aware that kids should be like motivated, gelled up. Then they should try to give them proper diet, proper sleep. Everything is important to be good chess player. It's not only that you are a good player, you're playing well, so you'll win. It's not like that. So other factors will come when you start traveling. When you start playing, you start experiencing these things.
all right. So, do you follow a specific diet? Like, uh,
Yeah, nothing. But during tournament days, yeah, taking light, skipping some meals. That's obviously what I do. So that's very important. Like when we have double rounds, I think I used to skip the like meal and go for some liquid diets. That's really helpful because if you go for heavy diet, you might feel sleepy sometimes. Like you're not able to focus properly. So those are the things I follow during tournament days. I really follow these things, and it really works.
Okay, all right. That's some good point. Also, we have seen Magnus Carlsen playing football during the break times or also during the World Championships. He likes to take a break. He plays football on the rest days and he enjoys his football. He was also ranked the top player for the audience who do not know. There's a thing called as football fantasy, for Premier League football fantasy, where you choose your own teams and make your own team from different clubs and select. Magnus Carlsen was for a very long season or for the very long time, he was amongst the top one, top two, top three player. So he's a very huge football fan too. So like he also focuses on his other players have different ways. They do swimming. I have seen some players do swimming. Some players work out in the gym. So that's how they follow. They balance all things out. Okay, so let's jump to another game. So Future Stars I1 and I2 Arena, that is our top arena. All right. So again, Dharanish and Shravan, both of them are leading here. Dharanish goes to 12 point here. Dharanish defeated Shravan to reach there, and other people are just catching up. Uh, so looks like the tournament is wide open, but it can anytime happen. So there are still 12 minutes going on. So one or two more games will take place. Okay, so let's see what Shravan is doing. This one, it's black. It's not that easy for Shravan right now to convert this. This will take a lot of time. So I guess Shravan will have only one more game after this. So if Shravan is
I
able to,
think this will be good for white. This position was good for white.
1 second, last one.
Yeah, so one game I think white is better here.
White is
White has,
better.
yeah, because black has isolated pawns and white rooks are more active than black rooks. So white is slightly better here. So I think this game is difficult for Shravan to win. And I think if Shravan does not win this, the tournament gets more interesting.
If Shravan does not win this, then the tournament gets very interesting. Okay. But then Dharanish is still in the opening phase. So Dharanish, okay, he's a pawn down. But as we saw, he's playing a little bit of risky chess. He's always taking, yeah. So you see, he wins an exchange here.
This is
So
straight tactical vision, sir. These are all tactical work. He's worked on tactics really well. So that is why he's calculating
also,
much better.
also, I guess he's also playing psychologically against the opponent. He's playing so fast. I have never seen Dharana's clock go down under 7 minutes. When he was playing against Ravan, also there we saw that his clock was always 7 minutes up. So when the opponent is playing so fast, what you think is you should also play fast because the tournament is towards the end. But as we were discussing, kids don't go too fast. Okay, Dharanish can just wrap up this match very quickly also if he gets a chance to exchange the queens. No, he should not. Yeah, okay.
I think, sir, black is still doing good. Still a lot
Yes,
of game left. I think this game will take a lot of time to finish up.
yes, this game will take a lot of time, but I1 and I2, Shravan and Dharanis are towards the lead. There are many other players, Jason Polyako, there are many players joining up, trying to catch up towards 10 and 8. People who are still on 8 can still catch up if anything happens. All right, let's jump to a different arena. Let's do that quickly. 1 second, let me open up the new arena. Let's go to the beginner section. I guess beginner section would be 10 or 12. I think beginner section will have more results, more higher games. Let's see that. 1 second. All right. So for the beginner section,
Yeah, I guess Sultan is seven. Yeah, I guess Sultan is seven. I think, sir, like this structure to all the viewers, they must know that this is called the Stonewall structure. And here, like, black really tries to work on the e4 square, put his knights there, and then try to like play on the king side. So black is really playing aggressive here and trying to go for a win, which is really nice to see. So even if you're white or black, it really does not matter. You should play for the win all the time. Yeah, I think that black has better understanding here. Black understanding of the game is really good, but still black has some problems to solve. He has to castle, develop the c8 bishop. The c8 bishop is the main problem in Stonewall because it's blocked by the pawns. So maybe sir, he can take it also. Maybe he can take the pawn. I don't see anywhere. Yeah, I think if Samik wins this, he will be the champion. Seven with 7 wins, I think he will be the champion of the event. Yeah, maybe look F3 also. I think is good. I think putting just the rook on F3 was also good. I guess. Yeah, this is good from Black. Black has just created more. Weakness. Rook F5 now. Rook G6. Yeah, I think this is the mistake that Samik is doing. He's playing a little bit passive here. Actually, in this position, the plan. Actually, in this position, there's a plan like Bishop D7, Bishop D8. So that is blocked by the rook. That what got a piece. Even if Samik wins, he'll be champion. Even if Samik wins, but it will not get finished. It will not get finished within the 4 minutes. That's the main problem. You have to finish it up. Yeah. I think Atharva lost the lead. Atharva was leading. I think he has lost the lead somehow. I guess Atharva should be able to win this. I think Aranis is down by a queen, sir. Yeah. I think, sir, in 1 minute it's not possible to win until and unless the opponent front has a checkmate. I think it's not going to be a win. I think, sir, he got back the queen. He also got back the queen. I would say, sir, Sarva, Ritik, and Anirudh played really good. They haven't lost a game. They're unbeaten throughout the tournament. I think there should be a big round of applause for all three of them. Yeah.
So, guys, I guess that sums up our arenas, and these are the standings. So, Weber sir, for arena number one, congratulations to Nihan, Samik, Abhinav. Okay, so we saw Samik played only 7 games. If you see the number of, and his win rate is 100%. Abhinav played 8 games. He won 75% of his games. All right. So, but we were also shout out to all the kids. Since there were 3 arenas going on, we had very little time to check out all the other games from the bottom of the standing also. But we can see Niranjan played so many games, and the point is participation is a key. And as Weber sir says, the full form of failure. Weber sir, what's the full form of failure as per your definition?
The first step in learning, I would say. If you fail, it's like first step in learning. That's it.
Excellent.
Keep it
So
just
I
like
have learned this from Weber sir's PPT. He was presenting somewhere, and this very interesting thing he said about the full form of failure. Failure means first attempt in learning chess, which I feel is excellent outlook. If you are not in the top three, that means you have learned the most. Yeah, Weber sir, that's what it
yes, yes,
means, I
exactly.
guess.
Some of the kids have played really, really well. Like it does not really matter if you win or lose. Some games you're gonna win, some game you're gonna lose. So you have to appreciate the journey and the process rather than focusing on the result. So usually result oriented thinking is the first step to failure. If you're thinking all the time about the results, you don't focus on the process. So
Yes, and here we see Yajna Pratham. This arena was crazy, I feel, like the second one in the advanced beginner section because Rohan Karthik, we saw Atharva, then we saw Aniruddha being there on the top, then the standings kept on changing, and at the end, Yajna Pratham has led. Also, we had 269 players playing, so shout out to the players who were playing. Ishan Cool Kid, Sunshine Nitya, all right. It's okay, guys, if you haven't won a game, all right, but you are playing till the end. And as Weber sir says, it's important to learn here. Okay, shout out to other players also, Joe Panka, Nakashi, everyone. Shout out to every kid who has participated. Some of them played some really exciting and some excellent chess. Final standing, let's just look at the Ivan, and then we might end the stream soon. One second. Ivan was also excellent, but Dharanish, towards the end, Dharanish's strategy had paid off. He's playing really fast chess and he played excellent throughout till the end. All right. Okay, so I was just checking out the chat for a meanwhile, brief while Beboso's voice was not available. I hope we were able to fix that. And okay, so these are the standings. Beboso, last thought, final thoughts.
yeah, it was really great. It was really great watching the games, and really the kids are playing amazing chess. I would just say that just enjoy the game and keep playing. Success is a journey, it's not like a destination. That's what I would say to all the kids, all the viewers. So keep playing chess, keep enjoying chess, and hopefully you'll have a big success coming up to everyone.
All right. Very well summed up. Also, kids, don't forget to analyze these games with your coaches on your own. Try to learn from them. As Web also says, failure first step in learning. Okay. All right. So we'll end the stream here, guys. Okay. And we'll see you guys in the next tournament. Bye bye.
See you in the next. See you in the next day. Bye bye.